The first experience of my life which I remember is the encounter with death. I wasn't 2 years old when they took me into the room where my grandmother lay dead. And I still remember today the strange atmosphere, the silence, the room filled with a particular aroma. I'm certain that the senses are closer to God than our thoughts. We have all lived privileged moments in nature, in the silence of the forest, in the starlit night, in art. Each of you has heard in music something which the word beautiful is not enough to describe. This is the call. Place yourself on the path. Begin to work on yourself. There are not only mystical experiences, which are gifts of the divine, but there's something else as well. That is the initiatory experience. What does initiatory mean? Open the door toward the mystery which we ourselves are in the depths of our being. The poet Novalis once said, "All that is visible is an invisible raised to a state of mystery." The eye which opens onto the invisible does not merely see nothing. It is the whole person who is involved in opening those eyes. But when we refer to the body, we must distinguish between the body that we have and the body that we are. The body that we have seeks only health, efficiency, and not to suffer. The body that we are is an entirely different thing. It is a way of being which allows us to taste in always new ways the great mystery that we are in our essence. It is given to us to let ourselves be found.
La lumière intérieure. Voilà. On ne va pas trop te fatiguer en restant longtemps.
We don't want to tire you.
I don't let myself get tired. I put everything at a distance. There is never any danger that I can be exhausted.
Let us know when you want us to leave you.
I'm always happy to see you. You have a good hand.
Really? Does it feel good when I put my hand there?
You have a good hand, a big hand. That's very important. You must know that shaking someone's hand is good for him. Because extend your hand. Goodness must pass from your hand to the other's hand. It is a beneficent current coming from your hand. You must know that and accept it.
You give me a great gift.
You must accept it. Be conscious that when you place your hand on someone, that something is coming through.
You too, dear friend, have given much with your hands.
Yes, often. I have worked a great deal with my hands in my life, and I was able to touch people.
You have done much good.
I think so, with my hands.
You have good hands.
tu as reçu?
It's a gift.
A gift which you received?
Absolutely.
Tu l'as
A
toujours
great
su, ou
gift,
bien c'est venu
thanks to
comme ça?
which I did a lot of good to many people.
Did you always know this, or did it just appear?
I always knew it from my youth.
Et toute cette vie,
And all the life which you've given, you did not take from yourself.
enlevée à toi. Ça
On the
va,
contrary, it still gives me life. If I give something to another, I am the first to profit from that gift. You know, it's not a joke. That's how it is. My dear friend, thank you for your visit. I've waited a long time for your visit. We make a good couple.
A good pair. Goodbye, Karlfried.
Bonne paire.
Une bonne paire. C'est bon.
Une bonne paire. Au revoir, Karlfried.
C'est au-delà du temps, ce que nous cherchons. C'est toujours
What
là.
we seek
Nous le sommes.
is beyond
C'est
time.
maintenant
It is also
un
there.
chemin.
We are
C'est
it.
le chemin qui compte.
We must now progress on a path,
On arrive
and it is the path which counts, a path that has no goal.
à faire du bien aux autres.
We do not arrive.
De suivre
I
sur le
believe that
chemin
to follow Christ does not simply mean doing good to others.
C'est l'absurde.
No, it's especially following the path of accepting the unacceptable.
Inacceptable.
It is
Accepter
death,
le Christ.
the absurd, and solitude.
Comprenez son œuvre
These
et tout à coup,
three great
un isolement
unacceptable events
soyez sûrs
which
que vous
Christ
êtes
accepted,
capable d'accepter
no one
l'inacceptable.
understood his work, and suddenly
Vous pouvez tout à coup vous
total
sentir
isolation.
reçu par des bras
be sure that if you are capable of accepting the unacceptable of this isolation, you will suddenly feel yourself received in invisible arms, and you will find yourself not only in communion, but sheltered from everything. As soon as you've had an experience of the presence of God, you find yourself removed from God as never before. When we've had this experience, we can discover the joy of remaining in expectant waiting. That is the great difference between East and West. For the Buddhist, the aim is to become the great void or the great one, and that's it. For us, it is a passage. It is the existential self to which we return as witnesses of the reality which we have felt in our initiatory experience. The fear of death goes away to the extent that we have found the contact with God in our existential life and are then able to let go of the self which still wants to do. Let go of everything. Open up. And that is when death can be a very gentle transition. Jung, as he passed over to the other side, whispered over and over again, "How wonderful! How wonderful!" It is magnificent to know that a man like Jung was able to die in this way. Returning is sad, for we can only say, "My God, here I am again in this little box." That is the existential self in relation to the divine essence, a little box. Yet, it is our opportunity to open the door.